Hi, and thank Arceus above, we're actually getting to explore the big city now. And if you talk to this guy here, you will find that he is the narrator. I wonder how he would make that, how he would write that name. I mean, it's not even a name; it's just a description of what he does, really. But anyway, you can rename Pokemon if you don't like the name you gave them. Although I'm not sure if you can rename traded Pokemon. I mean, you couldn't before, but I'm not sure if they've changed it now. You know, what? You expect me to do a bit of research? Please. But no, I really should do more research in these parts. I think I've got quite a few things wrong. I mean, I think I do. But then when I start talking, I'll get it wrong anyway. But anyway, we go to this floor here and we talk to this guy. And I don't know what he does really. I think this is to get to Zoroark, I think, or it's for an event Pokemon. I'm not sure how this mystery gift thing works exactly. I think you're given 2 special keywords. You tell it to these 2 characters here, or one of these characters, and then when you go to a Nintendo special event in real life, I have to point out that it's real life, but if you go to a Nintendo special event, they might give you a gift for the character to have in the game. Then you take to this guy, and this guy gets you a Pokemon or whatever. It's the typical special event one-off Pokemon. And I must say, this generation, I do like it, but it has... I'm just gonna say it has too many special event Pokemon. There's the Ballerina, there's Genesect, there's also... What's that? Oh yeah, the Musketeer Keldeo. Yeah, the My Little Pony of Pokemon. But yeah, there's Victini as well. There's like at least 4 event Pokemon, and I don't know. I think just having one is good enough. You know, just have one special event so the hardcore fans can, you know, go to that event and get it. But having like 4 in separate events, it seems too much. It seems like it's something that not everyone can do. Really impractical. But then again, I guess that's why we have the worldwide trading global system or whatever. Anyway, we talk to these guys here, and by the way, points if you can understand what they're saying. I think this to illustrate how Pokemon is now global as well. Lots of different cultures. And also lots of different languages as well. And yeah, that's something interesting about Pokemon, is that in different countries they're given slightly different names. Like, I can't remember Squirtle's name in Japanese, but funny enough, I do remember that it's based off the fact that his shell looks like Japanese money, or something to that effect. And we get TM Attract. Now this is a status-inducing move, where if you use it on another Pokemon in battle, they fall in love and might be unable to attack. And of course, it only works on Pokemon of the opposite gender, but pretty much all Pokemon can learn it, I think. If there's well, of course there's going to be an exception like Ditto and the like, but most Pokemon can learn this move, so it's kind of handy. It's kind of like the move Toxic. All Pokemon can learn the move Toxic. Well, of course, with the exception of, you know, gimmick Pokemon like Ditto and the like, but you know what I mean. It's one of those all-purpose moves. And to talk about this city, I do like it, and the very first time you play it, it can sort of warp your mind. Like, you think, how is this laid out? When really, it's just a circle with a centre, and all roads lead to this wonderful fountain here. Now, what we have with this dancer is, I guess you could call it a side quest. He's dancing by himself, and you're meant to find his other teammates. And of course, all 3 of these are dancers. They all look the same, wearing the same tracksuit, I mean. And they also use the trio of elemental monkeys. Again, something I do like about this generation is the fact that it introduced 156 Pokemon, I believe. Although at the same time, since they only use 150 on the regional Pokedex, we tend to run into the same ones quite a bit. But anyway, we get to finally use Jack Black here. That is some pretty hefty damage. Unlike Jack Black here, or Darmantian. Or Darumaka, whatever. I've forgotten his name already. But anyway, I do like that Pokemon. He's a pretty cool fire type. And he's got a cool design. I like the fact that he's bright red as well. I think it's a small touch, but making your Pokemon different colours in a generation just makes it more visually varied. Look, I look back on the Pokemon introduced in Gen 4, and a lot of them are blue and grey. Which, it might be a shallow reason, but I think that's the reason why I'm not so keen on Gen 4's Pokemon. There's some alike, but a lot of them just seem blue or grey. Like Staravia, Bronzong, Shinx, Garchomp, and the like. But anyway, if I ever did an LP of Gen 4, I think I would do Platinum, obviously. Actually, I would definitely do Platinum because it's actually a bit more interesting. It actually, you know, actually tells more of a story. In fact, if you look at Pokemon Black and White and Pokemon Platinum, you can see the progress. You know, Pokemon Black and White didn't come out of nowhere. Of course it didn't, but and I might be misrepresenting Pokemon Black and White because I keep giving it praise, like, oh, it's got this great story, or it does what other Pokemon generations haven't done, which isn't entirely true. But I guess to clarify, this one just feels a bit fresher. And there are numerous ports here. And yeah, like in previous generations, this gen also has a cruise ship, but that's only for the post game, which I will actually be sailing on. I did want to show that off. And if you're wondering about the post game, I am gonna do it, of course. Although, well, I'll talk about the post game when we get to it. Now, what we have here is a place where they do surveys and stuff. At least we got a Pokeball. And this is, again, this is something I can't really show off that well because it's an emulator. But, yeah, an aspect of the DS/3DS is it has like a Wi-Fi passerby system. So if you walk by someone else who has a copy of the game, I think you get an alert message or something. I don't know, I haven't really had a chance to try it out. But yeah, I guess it's supposed to promote community and all that jazz. And funny enough, when you think about Gen 1, one of the reasons why Pokemon was made in the first place, or at least I guess one of the goals, was to show off the Game Boy's link cable. And of course with Pokemon you could trade and battle. That was pretty cool. And speaking of which, something which really got my goat was a kid. That's right, bloody kids. I say kids, someone who's like 15 or something. And actually, nothing against 15-year-olds, obviously. It's just this one that particularly annoyed me. And he made a list of the top 5 Pokemon generations. And he put Pokemon Gen 1 in last place. And you know what? I understand that completely. I understand it. Because if you look at the other Pokemon games, it is unbalanced. And it is the most archaic. Even though I have great love for Gen 1. In fact, even though I just said Gen 1 has a lot of issues, I would still put it in like maybe my top 2 favourite Pokemon gens. But anyway, the kid, he called it garbage. And I just... like, I don't mind him pointing out all the issues, but the fact that he called it garbage annoyed me. It's just the name calling. It just shows a lack of respect. Bloody kids today with their Pokemon Gen 3s. Abilities? We didn't have abilities in Gen 1. Yeah, you could kill a Gengar with an Earthquake. Damn straight. But anyway, like I said, Gen 1, great affection for it, but it is dated. But anyway, like I was saying before, I guess another issue this kid pointed out was the fact that in Gen 1 there was no way to alter Pokemon's stats. And I was thinking, one, it's a Game Boy game, it's an 8-bit game, you can't have that much variety. You know, the game cartridge cannot take it anymore, Captain. And second of all, we didn't have worldwide trading. We had like, worldwide battling. We had battling and trading through link cables. So really, you didn't need to be able to have like 100 different ways to have a Blastoise, because you weren't going to meet like 100 other Blastoises online, if you get what I mean. But anyway, I've been going on about this kid. He made a good video, and I really shouldn't take it to heart, really. In fact, check him out. If I can find this video again, the top 5 Pokemon generations, I'll put a link in the description, so whatever. He called Gen 1 garbage. I'm butthurt about it. Feel sorry for me, please. Oh, and at this port here, we have the second of the dancers, I believe. And of course, Castelia City is based off New York. Well, I was saying that, I guess the whole area is based off New York, or at least that's what I've heard. And he used the fire monkey here, Pansear. And in Pokemon, it's really a game where you don't want to fight fire with fire. But anyway, there you go. But anyway, I was really impressed with this city. I mean, granted, it's something about Pokemon is we've been wanting it for years to make the leap into 3D, or at least with the Nintendo DS, because that was when the game started appearing on 3D technology. But yeah, it looks like in Gen 6, Pokemon XY, and that's another thing too about Pokemon XY. People were complaining like, "Oh, have you run out of colours?"